Welcome back to our podcast. Today we're diving into a topic that many of us think about, but few dare to discuss openly.
That's right. We need to talk about the person who's always positive. The one who smiles through everything. The one who finds the silver lining, even when life is falling apart.
Exactly. But here's the thing, that person might not be thriving. They could be hiding behind a mask of forced positivity. And that mask can cause real psychological damage, not only to themselves, but to everyone around them. It sends a message that feeling anything other than happy is somehow wrong. In the next few minutes, we'll explore the dark psychology behind toxic positivity, what it is, what it does, and how genuine emotional health looks vastly different from this performance.
Let's start by defining toxic positivity. It's not just happiness. It's the idea that happiness is the only acceptable emotional state.
Right. It dismisses any emotion that's not positive, like telling someone to look on the bright side when they express grief or anger.
And while those responses might feel helpful, they're actually a form of emotional invalidation, masked in wellness language.
Research shows that those who experience toxic positivity during emotional pain often feel more isolated and reluctant to seek support.
Exactly. It communicates that their feelings are a problem that needs fixing. Let's shift gears and talk about the neuroscience behind this.
When we suppress negative emotions, the amygdala, the brain's threat detection center, gets activated. This is a normal response to difficult experiences.
When we allow ourselves to feel and process those emotions, the prefrontal cortex helps regulate the amygdala's response, leading to resolution.
But when we suppress our feelings, that activation doesn't go away. It accumulates, leading to higher stress markers like elevated cortisol levels.
This is why the people who seem the most positive often end up being the most fragile. They haven't built the emotional muscles to cope with life's challenges.
So, why do people feel the need to perform positivity? It often stems from childhood experiences where negative emotions were not safe to express.
Exactly. They learned that positive emotions were rewarded, leading them to optimize their performance and suppress their true feelings.
And this leads to relationships where they can never truly be known, and workplaces filled with unexpressed resentment.
So, how do we distinguish between genuine positivity and toxic positivity?
Genuine positivity is not the absence of negative emotions. It's about being able to hold those emotions without being destroyed by them.
Absolutely. A genuinely healthy person experiences all emotions fully and believes they can move through difficulties.
And genuine emotional health looks like the ability to say, "I'm struggling," without the need to follow it up with a reassuring, "but I'm fine."
So, what can we do about this? First, we need to stop performing. When someone asks how we are, if we're not fine, we should acknowledge that internally.
Next, allow the emotion its moment. When something difficult happens, resist the urge to immediately reframe it or find a lesson.
And don't confuse processing with wallowing. Give yourself permission to feel, but set limits on how long you linger in that space.
Finally, find at least one person you can be real with. It's crucial to have someone who allows you to drop the performance.
Remember, you don't have to be positive all the time. You just need to be honest with yourself and with those who have earned your trust.
Thank you for joining us today. We hope this conversation gives you permission to stop pretending and embrace your true emotional self.
Definitely. If you found this episode helpful, please subscribe to Mind Vault and share it with someone who needs that same permission.